What's going on, YouTube? My name is Dogman the Hero, and welcome back to One Day at a Time, my Minecraft survival experience. Today is the first episode I've actually recorded in a bit after I did pre-record a couple ones, and I have done quite a bit off camera. So you can just about see it over there. I don't have my spyglass on me because first thing on the agenda. I did build a mine shaft and a sort of manual tree farm. I think I mentioned getting the main group sapling from the Wandering Trader at some point. So those are growing over there, just kind of in their own spot. And then we've got an oak area and a spruce area back there that's just at render distance. Basically, I've done a lot of prep work in preparing the two farms I want to build over the next little bit, which is today's agenda, a mob farm, just so we can, finally, well, 3 farms. A mob farm, I want to make our sugarcane farm automatic, and I want to, oh wait, I already goofed it up. I want to make an Enderman farm. So I've done some prep work in between episodes to get ready for that. First things first is breaking down all of this that we got from the strip mine, because I wanted a shulker box full of cobblestone and a shulker box full of deep slate. Got the cobblestone, didn't quite get the deep slate, as I do a lot of checking when I strip mine in, why is my brain going blank on that? In spectator mode, to see if I'm running into, like, lava patches or anything like that nearby where I'm at. And I ended up running into a deep dark biome, and I didn't find it organically, but I ran a /locate command, and about 1,000 blocks out, there was a ancient city. So I went to investigate that, and I'll go look at the loop for that in a second. But first things first, to finish breaking down this mountain of ores. I mean, it's not the biggest thing, but it's the biggest mountain of ores I've ever made. So I'll be right back. You know, the funny thing is, I'm already kind of like backlogged with the amount of copper I have. Like I already have more than I think I need to finish the base, and I'm still getting more. I wasn't even trying to mine copper while I was mining cobblestone after a while. I was just running into it, and it was, in the way I was going. So I'm like, I'm not gonna not break it, and yet it's still the most abundant ore I got. Probably because I'm in a dripstone cavern, but I don't need the iron either. Really, I don't need much out of this. I probably could have let it sit, but then I put the diamonds on there. Alright, I am back, and as per usual, fine before I start the recording, second I do, lump in my throat. I think I'm cursed, but I think that was pretty successful. It's actually the next day because I had to break for dinner, and then I ended up getting a migraine out of nowhere, at least seemingly out of nowhere, but I think that was pretty successful. We're definitely going to need this coal for today's project, which I can't, given that it has been a day, I can't remember if I mentioned or not. But we have also, like, a full shulker box full of copper. I need to do more with copper than just my base, clearly. Honestly, it might be a good accent block for the decoration around the mob farm we're going to be building today. But I'm half tempted to leave the iron unsmelted, but it's only 28 bits, so, I don't see why I wouldn't smelt it. Maybe I should have my inventory first, but start chucking this in there, getting it all going, and then toss in the iron and the gold as well. But yeah, so today we're going to be building a mob farm. Now I don't have a single specific design that I'm going to be... there we are. That I'm going to be really trying to emulate, or that I'm going to be following. I'm just kind of trying to go for what I know from videos I've seen, just other YouTubers making mob farms in their Let's Plays. I'm going to try to emulate what I've seen there, so I don't really have anyone to credit. If anybody knows who first came up with this sort of design, please feel free to let me know. But I'm gonna kind of just be... We have over 2 stacks of diamonds. That's nice. But I'm just kind of gonna be almost freestyling it to, you know, how I think it'll be. Kind of a classic, you know, it's sort of the mob farm that I've always built, combined with some of the new facts I've learned, like the fact that you can use like a trapdoor bridge to confuse the mob's pathfinding into walking off the edge of, you know, I got a Silk Touch book while I was down in the ancient city, and I really probably should just, I probably should. Is that how I don't know why I'm constantly carrying the steel armor. I'll probably just toss that in here and... there we go. Shield on me as well. I don't know why I'm doing that. But, have it in here with all the, let me sleep real quick. With all the stuff that I should need, aside from my shulker box full of cobblestone, which I'm going to use to actually build the build. Although, something just occurred to me. I should actually... Because I'm realizing... Or do I just want to have it be a... I always build my mob farms as sort of a, like a 3x3. But I'm actually thinking... I have 28 hoppers. Hopefully that's... No, yeah, that should still be enough. But what I want to do for this one is actually have it be a 4x4 for the drop shoot. Because then it's sort of guaranteed that there's no way the mobs can... Which actually means I need some signs. I'm going to have to gather more wood already. Let's get the extra campfires in. Since we have 9, we need to get that up to 16, so we need to make 7 more. Do we have... Oh yeah, we've got the 6. That was kind of the only area where I thought that we might be limited. If I could toss those in there, and now I just need a couple signs. I need like... That should do it. And then we're going to need the rest of this wood to start actually lighting stuff up. But the next thing is, where are we going to build this? I did gather some rockets. I kind of want it near the base, like the Iron Golem farm, so it's constantly loaded in. But then I know, honestly, this area here might do it. Because then it should be loaded in, just being like right behind the base. If we build the drop chute and storage area here, we only have to shave off a little bit of the hill here, and then we can take it basically like straight up. And then once I have it built, I'll pop in a spectator. What the? Oh, there it is. I'll pop in a spectator to see about immediate caves. I'll know I'll have to light up over there a bit. But yeah, I think this area is going to be good to work with. Whoops. Let's just put it. Because then we can just sort of... We're near the base. It'll be pretty much constantly loaded in, I think. Except maybe when we're like over at the tree farm. But if we're just chilling in the base, we should be loading it. And it's not gonna like be a huge source of lag because it's just a very basic design. So we need cobblestone shulker box, and then the shulker box full of actual materials. And that's for the Enderman farm later. And I'll probably end up using like deep slate bricks to decorate it. And maybe also just use copper accents on that as well. Which actually reminds me, I was gonna do that on the... I'll probably do that once we're done. But if we build... Let's see. Let's build, I think, the storage system. is kind of where I want to start. So if we kind of just flatten this area out a bit more. It's going to have to be big. But if we just toss in for now, kind of like we have on the iron farm. I hate that if you shift on anything other than the very side of the chest, it becomes a single. Or two singles stacked next to each other. But if we, very similar to what we did on the iron farm, just do 3 double chests for now, we can expand it out later. Or... yeah, I can always go down if I need to. And then we can build the drop chute. I think I want to go like 1 more block up for that. So that we can have like the border of the farm without having to worry about anything. And then we just have our little 4x4 here. 2, 3, 4. And then go and grab our soul campfires. And I remember... I don't remember what video I saw it in. Or maybe... you know. But I feel like it's common knowledge enough to just say, you know, you use soul campfires because then... oh, there's no way to not take damage on those. Okay. But they do more damage than I think both magma blocks and regular campfires. But you don't have to... it's not like lava where you worry about items getting destroyed, because they'll just go right through. And that's pretty much it for the storage area. That's kind of already taken care of. So I guess now... just fill my inventory up with cobblestone. I'm slowly getting more grass than dirt, or dirt than grass. And now we can just sort of go, and we don't need to go very high. And I think that's another benefit of the soul campfires, is they're not as bright. Like soul lanterns, soul torches, soul campfires, they don't make as much light as their standard counterparts. So we shouldn't have to go out as high as we would otherwise. Especially because we are going to be blocking some of this off. So I'm not sure how high up I need to go, but I still feel like I should go a decent ways up. Maybe the higher up I go, because they really don't need to take basically any fall damage. Let's see, so that's 4 blocks up with a stack. Honestly, 8 blocks might do it. Just going 8 blocks up and then leaving it. Should do on the light level front, I think. It's gonna be a pain to adjust it if I'm not sure. I maybe should have built this in my testing world first. But I really think that this should do it. And then we can build. So, sign there, 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 there. Oh! That's embarrassing. Is there any? Okay, good. This is why I want automatic style. But then, actually, I can leave that there. Bring it in. So that this should be the end of the water stream. And I was thinking about spider-proofing it, but if I'm doing it like this, spiders should just fall right through. But then we have to go another block up to do the trap doors. Place them, flick them down. And I think they specifically do have to be on the top part of the block. I think if we did it on the bottom part, it wouldn't work. Gosh dang it. I feel like it's been a minute. You guys remember that I'm bad at the game, right? Okay. Oh, whoops. But see, I know I'm bad. I don't think I'm that bad. Failed that. Is there seriously not? There's no way it's getting trapped. So let me just make sure. Yeah, okay. I'm not wasting any cobblestone with it getting trapped. This is why I need gunpowder. I'm gonna do this on camera. There we go. Okay. So now we do the trapdoors. And that'll... Oh wait, no, that's on the wrong block. This part doesn't matter. Realistically, I can chop this off. Or wait, no. Does that part matter? Would there be mobs walking on this section? I guess I could have them. You know, because if the water's still there, then this actually is a spawnable block. Yeah, so we actually do want the trapdoors on this part. I was accidentally smart. Actually, and I think this is working? Yeah, because if it's dark enough here, let me just FC. I'm not too sure about the... Maybe it needs to be blocked in first. I don't know. The F3 screen always confuses me whenever I open it. But if we just... if we just do this, and then I'll have to build an infinite water source up here. It's another thing about planning to build my usual 3x, but I think that would be inefficient because we couldn't do this trick. But if I'm understanding correctly, basically what this does from the mob farms similar to this that I've seen is the mobs, like, their AI doesn't understand that these are open. So they think it's a bridge they can walk across, and they won't hesitate to try and cross this, falling into the water and getting pushed. If I've understood what I've seen in other videos correctly. So this increases the efficiency, rather than just getting pushed in or having to wander in by accident. This increases the odds that they get down into the water streams and are pushed into the soul campfires. And then we're going to have to do some serious lighting up of like caves and stuff to make this efficient. But this helps. It's nice to see the iron golem farm working all the way over here. So yeah, I'm going to pause, get the rest of this platform placed in, and then I'll be back. Alright, we have got the base all in place. This is looking pretty good, I think. So now, all I need to do is get the walls in place. And I know from, you know, yon olden days, I don't think it's changed much. It'd be weird if it had. You only go 2 blocks tall for the walls to make sure you don't get any Endermen in, because they just kind of plug up the farm. You can't trick an Enderman into a water stream. So it's just there until it teleports out. Plus, you lose less blocks that way. And then, after that, really the only thing we need to do is light up the ceiling and go light up the area below, because I'm pretty sure there's some mobs from last night hanging around down there. But, yeah, I'm not sure how, like, efficient this is, because I didn't follow any tutorials. I'm sure there's more efficient ways to do this. And maybe at some point, I'll decide to build one of those. Actually follow somebody's tutorial and have like a crazy efficient farm. I know when I do my gold farm in the nether, because I want to do that at some point, I know that one I'm going to have to follow a tutorial for, because I've got no idea how those work. But with this, I was relatively confident in just slapping it together with things I'd seen in a lot of people's videos. You know, I always lose my train of thought. I need more cobblestone. Here. While I'm down here, I might as well light... Actually, I don't think I want to light this area so much as I want to... I kind of want to do what I did with the golem farm and just do path blocks. Incredibly annoying. But yeah, we need... You know, this is going to be very useful because we obviously need a lot of, like, gunpowder, rotten flesh for our villagers, and this is just going to be a nice passive source of getting that in. For now, we'll just place a couple of torches in these little gaps here. And that should keep the light level high enough from getting any more surprises down here. You know, what I'm realizing is I did water from just an infinite source. With how little we actually need for this, I maybe could have just gone and grabbed some ice. That's embarrassing. I still have learning to do with how to actually fly with an elytra. And how to pronounce it, because I always hear it pronounced differently. And I forgot that I need cobblestone. We'll just grab what's left in here to fill up my inventory most of the way. And this is why I need automatic, like, passive income of rockets, because I don't know how to fly. But let's get this roof placed in, get it lit up. Probably overly lit, knowing how I tend to do these. But let's get that. Alright, so we've got the walls and roof all in place, and I do think I was right. I don't think that I think I put the campfires just far enough away that the light down there isn't going to affect the mob spawning up here. So all we need to do now is block this thing in. Make our way back down here. Restock our cobblestone shulker box at some point, which probably means finding a lot more copper. But that should be... The farm itself is done. Whether or not it's efficient at all is to be determined. Because... as of right now, we haven't lit any... That actually scared me. I didn't hear that at all. Yeah, we haven't done any lighting up, so at night mobs will spawn all over the place still. There's still a ton of caves and stuff below us that are going to cause mobs to spawn in. There's no way, we're not forcing the mobs to spawn in the farm. So I doubt anything is spawning in there right now. But why did that make me jump? Okay. First things first is actually to ignore all what I was gonna do and go sleep, because it's another benefit of actually lighting this place up and getting mobs to no longer spawn anywhere. You can finally exist at night without getting accosted. We also need to grab some dirt. Because for now, I'm thinking just a simple basic, like, dirt floor. Until we start decorating, really. I don't see any reason to do anything different. But we can actually toss real quick, because we can actually toss some materials. Don't need you or you. You need to get some paper out of here to craft some more rockets. But I didn't mean to pick up the dang spider eye. Trap doors will go in there too. Paper goes back in here, same with the sign. We can just leave all that in there. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, prep some deep slate bricks to see how it looks. And then we can get some copper as well to put in for the accent. And we have these extra copper doors. I kind of want to do... Do I have any left? I don't. Used it. I kind of want to do mangrove for the floor. But like I said, we can worry about that once we get the essentials in. For now, let's go and just get the farm actually working. And I left some of... whatever. More than enough dirt. Oh, I can hear it. The farm is actually working. Which is good, because I haven't done any of the actual, like, prep work yet. This will just go out in a straight line for now. And then bring it back to here. And we've got that in place. So now, well, we've got that in place, let's kind of decide... This is like right at the edge, so... Because we need to go actually 2 blocks out on all sides around this to have the walls, and then have the walls actually look like they're sitting on something and the farm's not just floating. I don't care much about like terraforming to make it look unique, but I like my builds looking like they fit in to a Minecraft world, or to a standard Minecraft world, I should say. So I don't do a lot of the like, oh, I need to texture the environment to make it look realistic. I'm not a fan of that kind of building style personally. But I do like having everything in. And I just realized I've yet to light up the top of this thing, so let's do that real quick. Thinking just like torches in the corner. Well, yeah, I'm gonna pause and get like the basics started. Get the top of this lit up, and then I'll be back. Can I just say that I hate mangrove wood? Or I hate mangrove trees. Like, the wood's nice, it looks good, but the trees are so annoying. I never thought there'd be a more annoying tree type than the big jungle trees. But the mangrove ones manage, because you don't even get as much as you do with the other ones. So, if this isn't enough to finish off the floor of the farm, it's becoming slabs. Should be more than enough, really. Alright, got our example build in place. Oh, I like that. So we've got the deep slate bricks, some cut copper, and then the chiseled tough bricks. And I think that looks really good all together. And imagine it once it's all like surrounding this build. We might need a bit more of the tough. I've definitely got enough deep slate at this point. What's wrong, Pop? I might have to let my dog out soon. But yeah, I'm going to get most of this in place, and then we're going to see how it's looking. So I think we're mostly done. I've torch spammed a little bit. I'll have to wait until night to see if I'm really blocking mobs from spawning directly around the farm. But I did a look in Spectator, and the only caves, like this is accidentally a very good area to build this farm. Because the only caves around are water caves, which I'm pretty sure wouldn't affect something like this. So as long as we got it loaded in, we shouldn't be spawning mobs in too many other places in this area. I might look up, though, like what the ideal area to AFK away from a mob farm is, and then build a platform for that. But honestly, aside from like decorating the sides and maybe the top, I don't know if that'll be as important since I don't do a ton of time flying that high. Like this is mostly done, and I do think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I think I think this should be pretty much done. I've got a little bit of testing to do off camera. I do hear, well, let's go into Spectator real quick and see. Oh yeah, okay. It sounds more full than it actually is. Ooh. Okay. We might actually want to spider-proof this thing then, because the spiders are just climbing up the walls rather than getting stuck on them. So too many spiders would clog this thing up still. So we can either try to stop them from climbing the walls, which could just be as simple as coming in and tossing down some trapdoors, or potentially the easier thing is to get... I have an idea. I think I'm just going to spider-proof it from within, so that they just can't spawn. Because you just need a not 2x2 area, and then the spiders can't spawn in there. So if we grab these trapdoors, and we just place them around, then the spiders can't spawn within the farm. Whoosh. So it's going to be a little bit dangerous, because this guy's going to start shooting at us. There's not going to be a ton of string in this farm, but if we just do this, then there's not a 2x2 area for the spiders to spawn in, but the other mobs should spawn in fine. Creepers can... actually, it might be better to do this on the roof. Or no, because if we need to do it on the floor if we want... Maybe we should do carpets. So the only issue is... I'm trapped in it. The only issue is I don't have a ton of trapdoors. And I don't know if this is gonna like super mess with this. I can get to that spider without going down there myself. I don't know if I can. There we go. Screw it. We'll just... Yeah, there's really... It might honestly be better then to just try and put trapdoors on the sides of this so that hopefully they can't climb out. And then we can still get some string coming in. Because if I just did... I'm going to take some damage when I do this, but if I just do like 2 layers of trapdoors, then the spiders can't... there we go. Alright, they'll still be able to stick to the... You know, I'll figure it off camera. For now, this thing is fine. And I'm actually gonna come up here so in between episodes I can finish building up the walls. Because I think I've got enough resources to do that. Yeah, we definitely need to light up more further out. still going at it. There's a lot of, like... But I think for now, that's going to do it for this episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed this for the most part. It was a pretty simple, quick, easy build to just kind of slap together within an episode that, you know, as I continue doing stuff like this, is only going to get more and more efficient, especially because I'm 90% sure that those water caves aren't, because I don't think drown can affect the mob. Like, I don't know. I'll look into it. But that is going to be the end of this episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know I enjoyed making it. I really need to let my dogs out. I don't know if you can hear Holly whining in the background then. So I'm going to do that and wrap up through this time. If you did enjoy, please consider liking and or subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, remember to always take things one day at a time. And also, hail Gerald.